Hello everyone, myself Sanket. Today I'm going to talk about Sociology Week 5. So today let's start with prejudice. What prejudice? Prejudice means the things which are pre in mind, which only pre in mind that not happened actually, the still in mind. So that is mainly the thoughts, behavior. So basic on the base on the people culture, on their religions, based on their race, and on their background culture, and, and imagining and relating anything in the mind, and discriminating the people behalf on their race and culture. That thing is prejudice. And thinking that there's certain people who are white in color, for example, just so an example, the people who have white in color are more superior, he's more beautiful than the people who are black. And the people, and also, like, which are the things which is biologically constructed, like the people who are good height and the people who are short, the people with the height are more smart and beautiful. This is also a discrimination, and these things are in prejudice does not happen actually. So that's come into prejudice, except some things like the behavior, like there are some students like, who have to come in the class at 10 o'clock, but they come in the class by 10:30. This is their behavior. So hating that people's on their lateness, on their behavior is different things. But the hating the person on their biological approach called prejudice, that is the discrimination. And this is the thinking which is injected by some upper class people, the people who got advantage from these things, that injected in their minds in the society, to make them believe the certain things are more superior, and we have to discriminate that things on the basis on their culture, their religious, their biological approach, on their race, on their making believe that. Next one is race and racialism. What is the difference? The thing, like the race, the some person have darker skin, the some individual have white skin, some have less dark, some have more white, and some have less white, and some have blue eyes, some individual have brown eyes. These are the race, the approach of the body, that's coming to race. But the making the certain things believe that the certain, like blue eyes are more beautiful, the developing this certain mindset is called racialism, that the blue eyes are more beautiful and the brown eyes are inferior as compared to the blue eyes. The white skin tone is more superior and the more beautiful. The person who have this black hair are more smart. The person who have brown hair not less smart, and white hair are people not looking good. The certain things come into racialism, that is making the people discriminate on the behalf of their, to making believe that this color is more power, this color is more beautiful, and the people who contain these things are more smart, more, he's not lazy, he's more beautiful. That developing these things into minds come that as a called racialism. Next one is minority. Minority doesn't mean that the people who are less in a group, that like the caste of this, the people who belong to this caste has less number, just called minority. Not minority means the people who contains less power in the society. It's doesn't belong to the number of people. The group of the size group size of people may be high, but the high number of that people contain less power in the society. They always discriminate on the behalf of their culture. That's called minority. Like they have very less resources, they have less opportunity in the society. That things come into minorities. For example, in some countries, there are some policies which benefits the minority groups. They give more power, more special seats to. Next one is scapegoat. Scapegoat means trying to blame a certain group for a specific problem without evaluating and understanding the other factors. For example, that also come into their personal haters also, like personal satisfaction to get personal understanding and like to personal advantage. Take an example of a situation. They are a specific person, and I don't like that one person, and there is some problem, and I tried to give a certain reason for that problem, that that problem is created by this person, and the person is the certain person is the specific reason for that problem. We have to hate this, and I also make other people to believe that you should also hate this person, discriminate this person, and do not give good attention, and always try to blame and try to kick out or like give disrespect and blame this person. And uh, that is scapegoat, and that is happening in society to make believe that the certain comb, the certain culture, the certain caste, and this one specific group of culture is a problem of this society, this of issue. Another example is in Canada, to make believe that their people, the houses housing crisis problem is in Canada is because of international students, to making all the society believe that there certain problem is created by only by the students. Somehow student is may possible, like all students are like individual who is a part of society, they all have to live in this home, but not to evaluating the other factors, only evaluating the ones and blaming the one specific group, that this problem is created by these individuals, this group. That is scapegoat, to give blame to a one specific group. Thank you. Next one is capitalist. Who is the capitalist? Capitalist is the owner of a production company. A the capitalist who have a good source of earning, who get a maximum profit of any work. For example, there is a company under the 100 employees are working. The work, there are 100 workers who are doing a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and from their hard work, the person who is getting the maximum profit is a capitalist. So capitalist also don't want in their purchases mind to pay to pay to the working class, or not even want to pay to them. He always want that the these worker always work under me and always maximize the profit. So that is the capitalist. Next one is intersectionality. Intersectionality means discrimination. Many discrimination happens at a same time. Take example of a there is an individual who belong to a lower caste. We can't say any caste like this is a lower and this is a high caste status. But the society making believe that in their mind that this certain caste is a lower because he have these caste people have less power in the society. So in intersectionality happening many discrimination at the same times, like the one individual also belong to a lower caste. This is the one discrimination. Another, he have a darker skin, and that because of that people who have less darker skin or white or thinking he have less physical appearance than me, that's also the another discrimination happening at the same time. Another discrimination, he have not a good look and he have not a good socially and physically looking wise. That's and people who have good looking, they also discrimination that individual with their own thinking. Another who have less resources, he have a poor status. That's also what is genocide. Genocide means killing mass number of people because of their race and gene. Take example of Palestine. In Palestine, the people whose the things which happened during the war time, the people was killed because of their race and for their gene. At that time in Palestine, there was um, 2 million people who's homeless, who have belonged to a certain race and gene, and 25,000 people was killed. This is the genocide to killing the mass number of people because of their gene and race. The next one is explicit bias. Explicit bias to fired or to discriminate to do discrimination with someone based on their same race, culture, and this is explicit bias. But to do that things in the certain legal way, to fired someone at a job place in a legal way. But the reason behind this is the there's some haterness or their thoughts he don't like the person who is belong to that race and he fired in a legal way. That's explicit bias. And implicit bias, he won't tell anyone or like making also another people believe that he fired you because of their tone. Like you are dark and he don't like you, and that all these things are only in his person mind, and he only follow the legal way and fired with and so some another reason, you are lazy at work or you are not doing your work properly and fired because of that reason. But the real reason is the another reason that's in his mind, that was injected by the upper class or like people who getting advantage. We can't take all people in the upper class. There are some people who are good in nature and fair to everyone, but there are some people who are getting good advantage and don't want to come working class as is superior and beneficial way, take a good maximum and profit from their work. Thank you so much.